So Gary Gensler, the chairman of the SEC, spoke today, and as I'm sure you can all imagine, made some very dumb comments as usual. We're going to talk a little bit about that, but we've also got some very bullish content here towards the end that I'd like to share with you as well. All I've ever asked is if you do like talking about XRP, XLM, digital assets, and getting these updates, drop an X in the comments section below, smash that like button so we know, and of course share this content. Let others around the world know exactly what is happening, what is truly happening in this digital revolution. We start here when Gary Gensler first encountered cryptocurrencies, right? Most investors in the market, they were unaware of Bitcoin. Now, during his 3 years in office, Gensler, who taught at MIT back in 2018, emphasized the greatness of Bitcoin and blockchain and how it would make a significant impact on the industry, not to mention the world, right? With his stance in the XRP coin case and his unfair ETF rejection, he had no time to take steps on regulation. We still are very unclear, still don't have clear rules of the road. Now, moving forward, in his speech at the 2023 Securities Practice Forum today, Gensler expressed in clear words that his approach to crypto has not changed. Every statement that will come from the SEC is closely followed due to increased optimism for ETF approvals. Now, this was some direct quotes. Try not to laugh, okay? Try really hard not to laugh. Gensler, the nightmare of crypto, said, "There is nothing that shows cryptocurrency digital assets deserve less protection under security laws for investors and issuers in security markets. Congress could have said that the security laws apply only to stocks and bonds in 1933 or 1934. However, Congress included a long list and definition of securities, including investment contracts." Now, first problem here. 1933, 1934. Digital assets weren't even thought of. The computer was not even thought of. The internet certainly wasn't thought of, let alone blockchain technology and this digital revolution. But yet here he goes, making himself look like an absolute clown, once again stating back to what was said in 1933, 1934. And he's saying, you know, this space is full of fraud, bankruptcies, these are direct quotes, money laundering. Many organizations in this space claim that they operate outside the scope of regulations before Satoshi Nakamoto's white paper, but they do not hesitate to seek the protection of laws by filing for bankruptcy and litigation their private disputes. And don't get me wrong, don't get me involved in anything crypto. It's extremely incompatible area. Now, what's the difference? He keeps saying stocks and cryptocurrencies as if they're one and the same thing. Last time I checked, you can't buy anything with a stock. You can with a cryptocurrency. That's a currency, right? A form of currency, and especially currency like XRP that is completely decentralized and has all kinds of benefits and so forth. And so here we go again. Now, while BTC dropped to 34K, 34.6 really, during Gensler's statements, it would be appropriate to consider some of these as personal opinions. Thank you. Yes, these are his personal opinions. I say Gary Gensler and the clown posse, but believe it or not, a lot of folks in the SEC, and this has been very apparent now, a lot of folks in the SEC actually differ from his views, Gary Gensler's views. And so after all, Hinman also contradicted Gensler on many issues, and the institution did what was necessary. If what is needed now to approve ETFs, they are going to do it despite Gary Gensler. Now, with all that being said, Coinbase comes out today and says SEC is trying to redefine investment contracts. They're trying to lump cryptocurrencies that many traded on Coinbase are not securities, right? We know some are, it's a fine line, but we certainly know that XRP is not a security, so you might as well just assume that XLM is not a security as well. I want you all please to be aware of FUD as we see this FUD coming out and trying to hold us back from this bull run that we know is inevitable. I believe we're 100% entering the bull run. Not financial advice, but again, I said if we get dips like we've gotten a little bit today, I'm in. I'm going to pick them up if I have enough funds to throw out there. I've been throwing out on XRP and XLM for years now, but again, I know how close we are to takeoff. Now, South Africa is migrating this month to ISO 20022. So I didn't want to spook anyone when I said today we did have bad news. Some banks aren't going to be migrating in November, that November 19th date. But of course, Deutsche Bank, that's in 85 countries and been around for 135 years, they will be. Here's another place, South Africa, some big areas, big land areas, right, that are still going to be migrating. It's just not going to be all at once like we initially thought. The rest will be migrating towards March timeframe. Now, XRP, if it takes 1%, this came out today, 1% of the Swift market, which we believe could simply replace Swift, the price is looking at about 120 bucks. That's a big pop from where we are at now. Stellar update, joining a global network of humanitarian stakeholders engaged in cash and voucher assistance, the CALP network. What are they doing? They're advancing tech through Stellar Aid Assist. Salute to all of them over at Stellar. Salute to Ripple as we fight and crawl and get our way out of the bear market into the bull market. Starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel 100%. And we're going to be along for the ride here. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share the content, drop those X's, and we'll see you all in the next video.